Welcome everybody back to the ISR Project Car Sunday League. This week we have race 4 of the season, which took place at the Monza GP circuit. We are racing on the Caterham SP300s, I think they're called. So it wasn't a car I was very keen on before this race, but after having a couple of laps I was kind of a little bit comfortable in it. Not as quick as some people, but I was quite comfortable. But here we are going through the first 2 turns. I was struggling quite a bit with the exit off turn to come out of that chicane, but I got it quite nicely there through this. This is my first qualifying lap. My first lap was the quickest. Every time I went to go quickly and use the cars, I ended up getting held up or making mistakes. So my quickest lap was a non-cars lap, believe it or not. But yeah, we're up to the second chicane now. Then I find a braking point, hopping up the curbs nicely there. Just the back end sliding out a little bit, but that was nothing. No harm done there. We've got going nicely into the Lesmos now, so got that nicely. Just run out a little bit wide onto the gravel there. It's lost us a little bit of time, but I've got the second Lesmos spot on again, and we're going to keep going. Like I said, this is my first lap, so I was expecting to do more quicker laps after this, but I wanted a good banker lap down just to begin with anyway. See, we are now running up the hill, and got nice left-hander there. We didn't quite catch the apex, and you just want to avoid the curbs as much as you can here, especially in this car. It just didn't react very well with the curbs at all. So it was just kind of trying to stay as nice and tight as you could, but without going over the curbs, because it just did not like it one bit. Here we are now into the final turn, into the Parabolica. There's a variation in the lines you could take in this car through that corner. It just really depended on what kind of lap you're on, where you broke and who you were battling with, I guess. But got it quite nicely there. We got a decent lap down, and that got us 4th overall, I think. Yeah, 4th overall for qualifying. So Toby got first position, Spen second. There's a bit of a gap back to Damon and myself. We're 3rd and 4th. Lenny got 5th, John in 6th, Andrew 7th, Dougie 8th, Colin 9th, and Jenda. It's new for this race, first race of the season, rides out the field in 10th position. So you might recognise him from some of my AOR GT3 races. But here we are, lining up on the grid, waiting for the lights to go out. Starting to get dark, so we got the time a bit wrong there, but away we go. And Lenny got a lightning start there, and then he ends up tagging the back of Spin, I think it was. So his lag is already causing problems for us. But I did not get the best of starts. I already lost 2 positions, and I just 6th. And cautious into turn 1, I could lose more if I'm not careful. But no, we managed to get placed back there and past John. I don't know where he went off to, but we managed to pass John. We got alongside Damon and Spen, but I think Spen's got the better exit out of all of us, and Damon's looking to follow him now. So that's me back into 5th place, but I am right on the back of Damon, and see if I can make a move somewhere. But John's looking quite feisty behind us. He's going to try and get that 5th place back from me now, as he goes breaking round the outside, and he makes a lovely move into the second chicane there. Hops over the curb, but manages to make that stick. But now I got a better exit than he did there, looking to try and make a move into the first of the 2 Lesmos, and we've got that nicely through up the inside of John there. But we're not done there. These cars have got a strong slipstream, so we're coming in round the second Lesmo, and then got not the best of exits there, and John manages to sneak around the outside, and I've got Andy right behind me now. He's got my slipstream, so he's closing in at a rapid pace, and I see if he can make a move as we go up the hill now. So we're following John, just kind of block Andrew a little bit there, so we can maybe kind of make a move on John, but no, have to kind of just slot in behind him. Get that all wrong though, so I missed the apex in all 3 corners pretty much, and that's ruined my exit onto the back straight, and Andrew got a great run out of the last corner. But I'm not too sure we're getting a little bit of a toe of John there, but nevertheless we've managed to stay ahead of Andrew. We're right on the back of John now as we're going down the start-finish straight. We'll see if we can make a move into the first chicane. So we're on his inside. Looks like we've got that sorted, but John cuts across us, and we end up both colliding, and then Andrew's trying to go around the outside and get both of us, and he does so there. But with this game and just the way you stick to cars, he ends up pulling across and we get stuck together, and we both lost out massively there, so that's not what we wanted. But now we've got a gaggle of cars here, we're just nowhere to go. Andrew and Jenda come together there, and I managed to sneak up the inside of both of them, and that's me got back up to 7th place now. I'm right behind Dougie. So here we go once more. Dougie gets a little bit wrong there, goes sideways, but he's kept the position. And just off on the right hand side there is Damon's. We managed to get a position there thanks to Damon spinning out. We're now going to start finish state. Dougie's looking to make a move up the inside of John like I did the lap before, and it looks like the exact same thing happened again. I don't know if Dougie was a little bit later on the brakes this time, but they end up coming together, and Dougie was back on just in front of me, so he manages, despite having a clash with John, he keeps his 5th position. But we're now right on the back of Dougie. We're going to see if we can make a move into the second chicane. So we're looking to go around the outside here, so we can get him on the braking like John did to us in lap 1. It looks like we've almost got it done there, so we're still side by side, but just coming into the second part of that, I managed to get past him. Just up the road, Lenny and John have a coming together. John goes sideways, they both stay on the track thankfully, but John loses a lot of speed there, and he loses the place to myself. I'm following Lenny, and then Dougie's going to make a move somewhere. He's going to squeeze past the both of us, so we've got the 3 of us running almost side by side up into the corner here, and Dougie seems to make the move around the outside. I hop off the curb though and get it all wrong, and John sneaks through, but John seems to turn way too early for that corner. He's going to go off anyway, but he ends up collecting the both of us. I lost out the most there, and now I've got Jenda catching up. I'm pretty sure Damon and Andrea there as well. Jenda goes past, Damon goes past now, and Andrea's not far behind either. But this is only lap 3, we've had so much action already, so we've got a lot of cars in front of us that we're needing to try and pass. We know that we're similar pace to Damon. From qualify we know that we're similar pace to Damon and quicker than everybody else, so we know where we need to go and we know where we should be. It's just a case of trying to get there, fighting through all this traffic. But Damon seems to get around Jenda there, but Jenda seems to be very, very early for that corner, and me and Damon go either side of him into the first chicane, but Damon outbreaks himself there. I lose the back end a little bit, but I managed to keep that. Take that position off Damon even, so I'm up to 6th place now. And just later on, John ends up getting it wrong into the second chicane, and ends up collecting me there. So all the hard work I did overtaking there, I've just lost again, and I'm back into 8th, almost into 9th. So I'm gonna go hold the inside line here, so Jenda doesn't go around the outside, but I've managed to hold that. And we've got John ahead of us again, so it seems to be every time we catch up with John we end up having a bit of a fight and losing positions. But John and Andrea coming together here. John ends up tagging the rear of Andrea and spinning him out basically. John seems to kind of carry on going there, but sadly Andrea has spun out. But I've got the 6th place now, got Jenda very, very close behind, and looking to make a move around the outside, but I managed to hold that up the inside there, just jumping off the curb a little bit, but managing to keep the car as stable as possible, getting that curb again as well. But on to lap 5 now, we're kind of catching up with Damon, but Dougie ends up clipping he clipped the gravel on the outside, and that just pulled him into the wall, so that was a shame for him. But it's given me the 5th position, and now on to the next lap I've caught up with Damon, so looking like trying to go round the outside of the parabolic here to get that 4th place of Damon. And as you can see on the graphic in the bottom left there, I'm still in 5th, but I've just taken 4th, so it was a move round the outside to get the position of Damon, and I've managed to do that, so it's a lovely move, if I do say so myself, round the outside of Damon there to take that position. But Damon's not giving up just yet. We're on lap 7, and he's just going to try and make a dive down into turn 1, but no, I've managed to hold that one nicely on the brakes. Damon's just behind. But there we go, as I was saying there, I was having a couple of problems with turn 1, a lot of oversteer coming out of that turn, trying to get the power down and just get a better exit, but I've had a worse exit because of that, and now Damon's alongside me, making a move up the inside on the run up to the second chicane. So I'm just sitting on the inside of him here, going to see if I can outbrake him into this corner. I've managed to do so, just stayed ahead of him there, but we've still got a lot of fighting to do. It's only lap 7, we've got another 20 laps to go. We're going to go this time into the Lesmos, just running a little bit wide, a little bit understeer, and I just couldn't turn it in, and I ended up running wide onto the gravel, and that's given Damon the position back once again. But later on that lap, Damon ends up making a mistake himself, gets it all wrong through there. I think he loses the car on the exit, and that slams him into the wall, so got that 4th place back pretty quickly, and that gave me the clean air that I wanted to catch up with Lenny, who was sitting in 3rd place. So he was very, very cautious here with the dark race. With it being dark, you couldn't see much of the track, and he was having a couple of problems through that chicane, and I've managed to capitalise on that now, so just sneaking up the inside through the first Lesmo, and I managed to get that 3rd place from him. So it was all a case of trying to pull away, and I ended up getting it wrong. With the darkness, I lost my bearings, and I ended up just cutting across that curb, and it just threw me out in a massive accident. I was lucky not to roll it, so I had to do all that work all over again to try and catch up with both of them. So on lap 14 now, I've caught up with Lenny. Damon seems to have got past him, and Lenny did the exact same thing as Damon, lost the car on the exit and slams him into the wall, so that was an easy overtake for 4th place. On to lap 15 now. I don't know if Damon's made a mistake somewhere around the lap, but I managed to catch up with him. I'm looking to make a move on the inside of the parabolic, and I managed to do that by the looks of things. Damon seemed to have a little bit of understeer that's sitting wider, but I managed to make that stick before we even get to the pit wall. But Damon's again, he's having none of it. He's right on my slipstream, going to see if he can make a move into turn 1. At this rate of speed, he could be passed even before that point. But here we are, we're looking for the marker boards. 150 is our braking point. We get it just spot on, but Damon's a little bit later on the brakes and manages to make that stick into turn 1 and 2. So we're going to see if we can kind of try and catch him now, but we're right on him on the run up to the second chicane. Just make a dart to the left, but I wasn't going to make a move there, just kind of give him a bit of something to worry about. And he hops over the second curb there, so that's given him a not a very good exit there. He's lost a lot of time, and that's given me that third place back once again. And this time I did not make the mistake through the Lesmo. But once again, Damon's got the slipstream. He's going to try and make a move. He's going to go around the outside here, and he does. So very nice move around the outside there, and that's him taking third place back once again. So it looks like we're toing and froing here, just kind of keeping the gap to Lenny, which is the main thing. We don't want 3 cars in this battle. But once again into the Parabolica, it looks like I'm making the same moves as at the same points every single lap, and he is as well. But Damon got a better exit around that time. I think I lost a bit of, kind of lost the rear end a little bit there, so it was a bit looser than it had been in previous laps, and Damon's managed to hold the position. But it's my turn to get the slipstream down the start finish straight now. And I wasn't closing up on him as much as he was on me, so it might just be a change in setups there, and I wasn't able to outbrake him either, so Damon's managed to hold that into turn 1. But like I said, it could be something to do with the setups. He might have a lower downforce than I do, something along those lines, but we're not too sure. On's lap 17 now, still right behind Damon. Hops over that curb and then gets up, just loses the back end once again, so that corner was catching a couple of people out, and that managed to give me third place. And it stayed like that right until the end of the race, so there's not much happening after Damon went off. But there we go, so I got third. But the standings themselves after the race was Spen gets his first win in Project Cars Sunday League, so that was Spen's won the race, with Toby second, myself third, Damon fourth, Lenny came fifth, Dougie sixth, Jenda on his debut came 7th, Andrew 8th, Colin 9th, and John disconnected and he rounded out the field in 10th position. But here's the standings for the season so far, and I shall see you all next time for race 5 of the season at Bathurst. Thanks so much for watching.